the third entry in the Coffee Talk series retains the same charm, relaxing and cozy gameplay as the previous games. However, I'm afraid the customer is not always right when it comes to taste this time around. Here's the deal. Coffee Talk Tokyo Demo is a 20 to 30 minute of relaxing gameplay taking place on a rainy night in Tokyo. 2 years after the events of Coffee Talk 2, Hibiscus and Butterfly, moving away from Seattle where the two prequels have been taking place so far in the series. Once again, we are playing a visual novel, taking control of a faceless barista, but we're still doing the same old job, serving delicious drinks to our customers to help them with their day-to-day problems from a first-person perspective. With new and old fans' favorite characters returning with more to be revealed. Each customer has a personal story that you need to help them overcome by serving them drinks they want, or sometimes you go against their orders, or just listen like a true friend, as Coffee Talk for me has always been about the locals. Strangers come together, bonding and leaving feeling better after a nice conversation with a cup of delicious coffee, tea, and hot chocolate, which is my personal favorite. But here's the issue. As someone who has completed the first and second game in the series and loves them, I had no idea this was coming out and feel like it's already been done. So what do I mean by that? Well, nothing in the 60 minutes I played hinted the story would shock me in the same way the first two did. It felt stale and borderline boring, as you're clicking through a similar dialogues and story plot points you've seen before but with a new fresh coat of paint. Moving on to the gameplay. If you ever played a Coffee Talk game, then you know how it goes. But for those who never touched or heard of Coffee Talk, it's simple. Really. You listen to what the customer wants and have to figure out the drink by their descriptions. You pick 2 to 3 ingredients and start brewing. The next step is optional, but it's a fun finishing touch. Like adding latte art to add that extra polish to the presentation, but it's only available for certain items. This time around, they added the option to serve hot and cold drinks, as well as adding a stencil to create even more unique latte art. But in this demo, you can only serve hot drinks and have a limited amount of stencils to choose from. For the most part, it's crystal clear what they want. Other times you will be panicking, try all kinds of combinations, hoping it's the right one, but you can always retry 5 times a day. Always fulfilling, seeing your customers satisfied when you serve the right drink. And if you ever forget the recipe, the game got you, as you can always look up the recipe on your phone, or if feeling lazy, Google up the answer. I'm just worried that it's not enough to avoid repetition. Despite the new features and how short these games can be, Coffee Talk Tokyo feels like you're hitting your limit. My issue with the demo is not much the game itself, but it pretty much feels like it's part of the threequel curse. Much like movies and video games like Kung Fu Panda 3, Uncharted 3, and Watch Dogs Legions, the game is lacking that creativity and innovation that made the prequels so good, hinting that the studio is maybe running out of ideas and is ready to move on to something new. I don't expect Coffee Talk Tokyo to be a flop, far from it, but without any major overhaul from what I played, I sense it will disappoint a lot of returning players who are fans of the first and second game, which is a shame, because it has a promising story and it's a cozy game that's perfect in Nintendo Switch 2 and Steam Deck, taking on the go at any given time. With that said, that's enough for me. If you played the demo, let me know in the comments and I'll see you in the next video.